Gunfreaknation. It's the president, TElectrik. In this episode, I want to talk to you about the importance of being armed. You know, in today's world, it's unpredictable. It's uncertain. We got a war that is looming ahead of us. And I truly do feel that it will be some blowback when this war breaks out. I am telling you from my sources, and everybody with common sense know that when that border was left wide open the last 4 years, terrorists infiltrated this country. We have terrorist cells in this country right now. All they waiting on is the orders to activate. They standing down, but as soon as that war break out, it's gonna be all hell to pay. And you really, really, really need to be armed. You should be arming yourself right now. If you don't have a gun right now, or guns right now, and ammo, you're going to be a lost cause. Because if you think you can simply just call 911 and the police show up in the middle of guerrilla warfare, in the middle of a major terrorist attack, I'm talking about something on the scale of 9/11, but bigger. We're talking about multiple facilities, multiple places, locations being attacked. We're talking about neighborhood warfare. Yes, neighborhood warfare. You heard it here first. I'm not talking about urban warfare. I'm talking about neighborhood warfare, where these terrorists are going to be going door to door, house to house, door to door, kicking it in and unaliving folks. This is not the 80s. This is not the 90s. This is not the early 2000s. It's not about hostage taking anymore to the terrorists. It's about unaliving as many people as they possibly can. I am talking about an October 7th style attack. Gunfreak Nation, I need to know once again, are you ready? If you got 50 armed terrorists right now outside your house, surrounding it with heavy weapons, I want to know what the fuck you gonna do. My solution is, when that shit hit the fan, you're not going to be able to. I don't care if you got 100 guns. If once your crib gets surrounded, your house gets surrounded, it's a wrap. Because they can smoke you out. You might have all the guns in the world. But if it's just you, how you going to deal with multiple terrorists surrounding your house? Those people over in Israel, when that war went down, when Hamas crossed into Israel, they was going door to door, kicking it in. And the ones that they couldn't penetrate, they smoked them out. Those people, they didn't have the police to help them, but because the police was so busy fighting for their lives. So nobody came to their rescue. That's the whole point that I'm trying to make here. No one is going to come to your rescue. It's not going to happen. So either you can fight or just be a victim. At least if you have a gun, you can at least try to fight and take some of them out before they take you out. A lot of people, T, you tripping. How can something like that happen? Any and everything at this point, how the world is, and how that previous administration just welcomed the terrorists and any and everybody else in here. Trust me. Word is, we got other countries like China, that own land in this country, anchors and anchors. And I'm hearing reports that they are even training for when the shit hit the fan. We talking about military age men that is on these farms, these anchors, whatever that they are training to take you on. I want to know, what do you have to repel them when they come to your house, when they come to your neighborhood? Gun Freak Nation, this is not a game. This is not a joke. Man, I'm telling you now, prepare for it. Not only are we dealing with this potential war that is going to happen, trust me, something is going to go down. But we got to deal with everyday American savages. We got to deal with people willing to just unalive you, come break in your house, pull a home invasion. God have mercy on us. God, I pray that you put the wisdom in their hearts and in their minds to go out and get armed so they can, protect, themselves and protect their families, because when it happens, police is not going to save you. They're going to be busy trying to save their own families. Hell, they're going to be under attack themselves. That can never happen. That can never happen. We got the National Guard. That don't mean nothing if they cannot get to you in time. If you in a Walmart, if you in a Meijer, if you in a hospital, if you in a police station, if you at the mall, what's going to happen when you got 100 armed, heavily armed terrorists into that mall, into that Walmart, into that movie theater, into that hospital? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Do y'all remember when on 9/11, when the terrorists flew the planes into the World Trade Center? And that particular moment, nobody could use their phones at the time because the circuitry was so busy from people calling that you couldn't get through. It was only one other time when that happened, and that's when MJ passed away. That's when Michael Jackson passed away. You couldn't even use your phone. The circuit boards were so flooded, inundated with people calling. It's going to be chaos and disorder. But one thing we need to not do It's panic. We need to be prepared. If you are ready, guess what? You don't have to get ready. You don't. You don't. These terrorists are on a mission to unalive as many people as they can. Taking you hostage is merely an afterthought, and that would only slow them down from their mission. They're going to hit us in places that we least expected. We got all these no gun zones, which is to me a death trap. Those are all soft targets. You know, you go to the movies, no gun zone. You go with no gun zone. But guess what? I won't be there because I refuse to be a soft target. Reports on the news is that the United States is moving military assets to Diego Garcia Air Base within strike range of Iran. Trump has already issued an ultimatum. They got 60 days to either, come up with some type of deal. They're not going to allow Iran to be in possession of nuclear weapons. It's just that simple. They're not going to allow it. And Iran is not going to stop pursuing it, because that's the only deterrent. If they get their hands on the bomb, nuclear weapons, that's the only deterrent that's the only insurance that they got for their regime to survive. Okay? So let's just face it. We headed to war. Another war. Embrace for it, because this war will be like no other. Because this one will be right here in the United States. Every other war we had, overseas. But this one will be, mark my words, this one will be within our borders. And the blood will be on the hands of the previous administration, because they allowed this shit to happen. They allowed this shit to go down for the last 4 years. God bless us all. You need to get armed. You need to get trained. You need to stock up on your food, your medicines, because when that shit hit the fan, when it go down, it won't be a Walmart for you to go to. It's going to be chaos. It's going to be a breakdown, and it's going to be civil unrest. It's so many scary components to this situation, because listen, when they launch that attack, they on a mission. They want mass casualties. So people are going to be panicking. People are going to be going crazy. And y'all need to be ready for this. Y'all need to be prepped. I'm warning y'all. I'm forewarning y'all now what's coming. People want to talk about me, T. You a fearmonger. You fearmonger. Don't listen to T. Hey, I can't tell y'all what to do. But don't say I didn't warn you. One thing I hate to do is, I told you so. I've been telling y'all that the terrorists are already here. You fear mongering. What happened on New Year's? Terrorist attack in New Orleans. This, man, I'm telling you, from my sources, this gonna make 9/11 look like a walk in the park, man. I want y'all to get prepared, get ready, have love for one another. You know, if you're religious, stay prayed up, stay armed up, get your ammo up, get your medicine up, get your food up. Because when this shit happen and it be a collapse in society, there are not going to be any grocery stores to go to. There are not going to be no electricity to go to. There may not even be water. Get your water up too. Get your water up too. Only the strong is going to survive. And if you're not armed, fuck the terrorists. You're going to have your neighbors kicking in your damn door, taking your food. I'm talking about some apocalypse Armageddon type shit. And you must be ready. You must be prepared. Gunfreaknation, I love y'all. Listen, I need you to please just hear me out. Listen to me. The writing is on the wall. They are positioning themselves right now to launch an attack. Iran already said, if you attack us, we got many tricks up our sleeves. The American bases over in the Middle East is going to be not safe, because they within the range of their missiles, ballistic missiles and drones. But I'm not really, the whole situation is chaotic. But I am telling you, they got terrorist cells right here, right now in the United States. And I'm thinking my estimate is it's probably hundreds, if not thousands. So give a shout out and a salute to every single one of y'all that is already armed and y'all just know what to do. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, you're not going to be able to do this on your own. It's going to take, a collaboration, man. We're going to have to come together. I feel like in a situation like this, neighborhoods got to come together and form checkpoints, man. Because if they penetrate your neighborhood and they get you, they going door to door, kicking in your door. They're going house to house, kicking in your door. You don't want that to happen. And if you hunker down, all they going to do is surround your house and smoke you out. So I say form a perimeter around your hood, your neighborhood. And for you rural folks, you got to connect with the neighbors, man. The key thing is, in a situation like this, you got to have a perimeter. You got to have checkpoints, heavily armed checkpoints where nobody can make it through. Because if they get through, this is a dire situation, y'all. Don't be dependent on no police or the National Guard or, the government to come to your aid. Hell, they're going to be all in Washington, D.C. in the bunkers and shit, man. Just like Bush was when Osama took down the towers. Where was Bush? In a bunker. You got to remember, the people that want to disarm us, they already got security. They already got places to go, like bunkers and shit. You know, we on our own. So never let somebody tell you you don't need a gun. That's foolishness right there. Anyway, Gunfreak Nation, I love you. I need you to stay armed. I need you to be responsible with your firearms. I need you to be righteous. And I need you to be prepared for what's to come, because it's coming for sure. Much love, Gunfreak Nation. Get armed now.